Welcome to the most unique podcast. It is the Menacing Millennial Podcast. We're coming at you twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. If that changes, or if you want to get a hold of us, please hit us up on Facebook at Menacing Millennials.
Thank you, Brent. We are your three hosts, Russ, Brent, and John, the best Menacing Millennial podcast in the history of the world. Look us up on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Menacing Podcast.
And prepare to be menaced by our wit, our charm, and our millennialness. And if you're not a fan of social media, looking at you, Brent, you can find us by email, menacingpodcast@gmail.com, and find us anywhere podcasts are available.
Maybe I should just mess with you the whole podcast and just act like there's an echo. Why?
Talk a little louder into your mic.
I'm talking normal.
There you go. That's better. You weren't talking normal.
I didn't even do anything. I was talking normal.
Okay.
Easy.
I know you're doing that. I know you're making that sound. I
know,
think we fixed the echo. John, hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, you can hear John fine, but not me?
Yeah, isn't
you
that
big
weird?
Meanie?
What's happened to the world?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
No one knows.
John comes through perfectly clear and loud.
So, real quick, I want to do a throwback to last year. So if you were here last year, you can tune this out. If you're new, welcome.
Yeah.
And tune in. But motorcycles, let's talk about them. I'm not watching for you. If you're being an idiot on a motorcycle, I don't care. I'm not watching for you. I have been driving for over 20 years. And I have not, so that's a double negative. So I have seen every single motorcycle that has been following the laws of the road. It's the a-holes that fly between cars or that think that they're in a Fast and Furious movie that I haven't seen. I'm not watching for you. Sorry. So if you're one of them, come my way. Let's see what happens. I got 4 wheels.
Okay. Wow.
I haven't heard the soapbox in a while. You know?
No, it's been a little while.
It's been a little while.
Sorry. Yeah. It's been nice here. So I've seen more and more motorcycles. But the other day, I saw this guy on his little crotch rocket at a stop sign or a stoplight, and he decided that he was going to showboat, and he was in the turn lane in front of me, and I started to go straight, and he decided to just take off and then do a little pop a wheelie. I mean, he didn't even do a catwalk. He looked like a little kid going, "Look at me, Mom." He just bounces the tire a little bit off but it's like, dude, I'm not going to watch for you. If you want to be an idiot, but don't expect me to care if you run into me or if I run into you. So, hey, motorcyclist, if you're obeying the street, if you're obeying the laws of the street, guess what? I'm going to see you every single time. But if you want to be one of those, won't care if I accidentally turn in front of you.
Wow. I feel like that's a bit of a controversial take on it.
I mean,
it would put you in the minority. I think you would be the unpopular person in the group with that
take, with
that opinion.
But see, the thing is like, I care, but if you're going, like, I'm not going to watch out for your stupidity. If you're going to be stupid, but don't expect me to watch out for your stupidity. So,
oh my word. Okay, Brent, John, what do you have to say about this?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get a hold of my surroundings.
Nobody knows.
Yep, nobody knows. I'm sorry. No, I'm just trying to process his train of thoughts in my little world here. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes motorcyclists don't always follow the law, and actually, it is illegal to go through traffic here in Michigan. So if you do that and you get hit or you cause an accident, it's really on them.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Because actually in California, that is actually illegal. Motorcyclists can go through like cars, like if it's stopped traffic, they can go through the car, like in between the cars, which is.
And it is legal?
It's legal there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you said it's illegal.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is legal there to do that, but here in Michigan, it's definitely not. And you know what else I've been noticing people doing? Not just motorcyclists, but cars. U-turns.
Just randomly.
Randomly at lights, they'll do U-turns. Even at random intersections, they'll just do U-turns.
I'm gonna turn here. Right here, right now. Right here, right now.
And I'm just like, that's illegal. Where is the officer when you need one? Not there.
Oh, you sound like a bunch of old guys. An officer's never around when you need him.
No. I never said enough. I don't care. You do you on a motorcycle, but if you think that I'm going to care when you're doing a $110 and I decide to turn on my blinker, check my blind spots, and switch lanes, and you run into the back of me, that's on you, bud. When you become a bug on my rear view window,
oh boy. Okay.
that's on you. That's not on me.
So I think it is on you if you hit him.
No. If I'm switching lanes and whoever, doesn't even have to be a he, could be she too. If they're going
They drive motorcycles.
If they're going a $110 and I'm on the highway and I go, hey, you know what? I'm in the left lane. I'm gonna get over into the right lane now. And I turn on my blinker.
Hold, please. Hold on a second. A $110?
Yeah. 110.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I have to break it down for you, whippersnapper.
I get you going. 2 nickels and a dime.
But if you're going that fast and I'm following the rules of the road and I turn on my blinker, I check my blind spot, I check my mirrors, I make sure everything's okay, but you're going so fast that as I'm making my move, you just come out of nowhere, that's not on me. That is completely on you.
This controversial take is brought to you by nobody, because nobody will sponsor the show after that one. Oh, it's brought to you by Harley Davidson.
Oh. But see, the thing is a lot of cruisers, you don't see that. A lot of cruisers, you're like, oh, hey, dude, I see you. Like, hey, there you are. I got you. No problem.
What do you mean cruisers? Oh, if they're just like a day cruise.
Yeah, like a Harley or like even a chop, like the choppers, the Harleys, you get some of the BMWs, whatever, that are out there and they're just cruising around. It's like, all right, cool. I got, like, first of all, you can hear a Harley and a chopper. Like, but most of the time you don't hear a crotch rocket until it passes you because it's like, geez, dude, what was that? Thought it was a mosquito for a second. I started swatting by my ear. Now his helmet is in my back seat. I'm like,
now you're distracted driving yourself.
Yeah.
And it's just a hot mess for everything. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But that's my my 2 cents. I know that people are probably going to disagree with me, but I really don't.
I'm intrigued to see the feedback on that take there. I feel so. Needless to say, you're not going to have one of those "watch for motorcycles" sign in your yard.
No, because I watch out for everything when I'm on the road. Dude, in the wintertime, we have to watch out for snowmobiles. I don't see any signs in the winter that go, watch for snowmobiles. All right, whatever.
They don't have as good of a lobby as the motorcycle community does, I guess.
They really need to step up their game.
You got to have that political clout.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, that helps you out better. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of a Debbie Downer topic. I'm going to run over motorcyclists.
No, I never said I was going to run over.
I'm not going to pay attention for those pesky If you're on a motorcycle, you're as good as in my front grill.
You've missed my entire point.
Oh, you use Rain-X, Bug, and Motorcyclist.
Fine. Here's a topic. Okay. Why does your washcloth never get stained? I have wiped up so many messes with a washcloth, never stained. I sneeze wrong with a nice shirt on, stained for the rest of my life.
Yeah, they design washcloths in a way that they use colors that you'll never notice. Oh, they're all blood colored. Have you ever noticed that? They're all red. I might be colorblind, but regardless, they're all red.
No wonder your mom yelled at you all the time when you were a kid. Will you please stop wiping up the blood with that washcloth? Oh, it's red. It doesn't matter.
Everything's red.
I don't know. I was just cleaning up the kitchen the other day and realized that I wipe up a ton of stuff with a washcloth. I rarely see a stained washcloth. But
Well,
like I said,
you don't do laundry too, I guess. So,
no, I do. But like I said,
what goes through your mind?
I don't know. I
We're
don't
getting
know.
all the thoughts of Brent. This is very fascinating to me. First off, don't be a motorcyclist. Second, don't be a washcloth with Brent, for crying out loud.
But it's weird because, like I said, I mean, I sneeze wrong in a nice shirt, and it's like my wife's like, "Where'd you get that stain?" I don't know. I was just sitting. That's it, sitting.
I remember one time I went out, I was with a group of people. It was for like a prom thing or
Oh, okay.
something. And I had a suit on, naturally, as you would.
Like that,
And I somehow managed to get food on my shirt, even though I had the suit coat on. It bypassed the suit coat and got onto the shirt. I don't understand. That's a talent, I think. That's a talent. I should go on America's Got Talent with that one. What's your talent? I can get stains on shirts even when they're covered.
Notice 3-piece suit. It's gonna miss the vest, the coat, but land directly on my shirt.
It
Actually,
is
I'm wearing a bow tie. It's gonna land on my bow tie.
and drip on the shirt. It's going to use the bow tie as a springboard for getting to the shirt.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
just creative.
Yeah. Simon Cowell will be like, "Oh, that's good, mate."
Well,
Even though I made him Australian.
Australia. What's going to happen is it's going to be you and I going on America's Got Talent. First, I'll go up. What's your talent? Well, I get stains on my shirt, even though I'm wearing 5 different shirts. It's going to be on the bottom one. And then after I'm done, they're going to be like, "What, then, sir? What's your talent?" Look, I'm washing stuff, and this washcloth's not getting dirty. It's amazing. Also, any of you have a motorcycle? Watch what happens.
Come my way.
You should watch because I certainly am not going to.
John, thoughts? Have you used a washcloth?
I have, yes.
Have you used a... What a segue question there. John, do your washcloths get dirty?
Yes, they actually do.
Oh.
I have different colors for different occasions: brown, red, green, blue.
Wait, what's
No,
the
I don't
brown
know.
one for?
I don't want to know if I don't know if I want to know.
I'm curious. That's actually an interesting point, John. Should you have a washcloth colored for each occasion? You just committed a murder in your kitchen, you got to have the red one. You
Sure.
just had a blowout after Taco Bell, you got to use the brown one.
Sure.
Also the red one after. That could go either way.
Yeah.
Or if you can't hold in your water, they're liquid, and you have to use the yellow one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See?
Well, if you're
Or
hydrated,
also the red one again.
Yeah.
It might be
Oh, yeah,
your medical
depending how old
conditions.
you are.
if whoa, jeez,
Brent, did you feel personally attacked?
a little bit. It's like my urine is a mood ring. What color was it, Brent? Oh, he's in an upset mood.
Okay, I feel like the blame is on me for getting us into this one. My apologies, listener. I do apologize. I can only imagine the YouTube comments on this one.
And by washcloth, I do mean like sink, not shower.
Yeah, well, okay, so you're talking like the crocheted ones that
Well,
Grandma made
whatever.
a bunch for you.
Well, not even though, but those in my house, none of them, whatever ones are in the kitchen, none of them are stained.
I guess that begs
The
the
ones in the
question.
bathtub, though, that's a different story. You're welcome.
No, that nobody thanked you.
I saw it in your eyes, buddy. I saw it in your eyes.
The question I was going to ask before you went there was why do we have different ones for different rooms in the house? Why aren't the ones in the kitchen made with love by Grandma, but the ones in the bathroom are big commercialized, mass-produced ones?
I don't know.
Like, does it make a difference? John, do you know? Can you answer this, please? Somebody needs to answer this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good question.
I think the ones crocheted by Grandma like capture the Dawn soap more, so you get more bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
It's breathable. It's like the mask that we used to wear back in 2020.
Okay.
Nice and breathable.
You know what you don't want to do?
Yeah.
Mix up the steel wool in the washcloths. That's in the bathroom.
Well,
there,
bathroom. Yeah, that does make for a interesting shower. John,
you're just gonna leave it hanging there.
John,
I didn't know. What,
are you here?
I am.
Like you were thinking.
Here. I didn't know what to do with that one. I was like, there's multiple washcloths you could use in that situation.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's like using one ply.
Since
Oh,
we're
jeez.
for crying
Come
out loud,
on.
since we're talking about water,
Water.
I saw an interesting article that there is a guy who's going to swim around Martha's Island on the anniversary of the film Jaws to change. I guess his idea is to change people's perceptions of sharks. And
Where's
so
okay?
I guess my first thing was what perception needs to be changed at this. How many people are out there thinking about sharks first and foremost?
Well, if you go into the ocean, I think you're thinking about sharks, right? You don't want to. You don't want to
But
see one. You don't
I
want.
don't know about that. You don't want to, but do you? Do many people think about sharks in the ocean?
I personally, when I go to the ocean, which isn't very often, but when I do, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep my peepers peeled. If I see a fin, I'm out. I don't care if it's a cute little dolphin or if it's some marine mammal that puts one fin up and decides to chuckle at me as he sees a fat guy running out the water as fast as he can. I'm not messing with it. I'm not messing with it. However, to change the perception of somebody or to change the perception of a predator is absolutely ridiculous.
Right. First off, we're not like mass destroying sharks at the moment where we're like fishing it. Well, unless you're the Japanese, I think they fish them
Sure.
into extinction a little bit in their neck of the woods. Or is that might be whales? That might be the
I think it might be
whales.
both.
Oh, both. Okay, that was fitting.
Is that just for a
Uh,
bowl of soup too?
Jeez, dude. You
shark
gotta
fin
you
soup.
gotta
Yeah.
eat. They
Shark.
gotta eat too.
Wow, but then they cut off
Jiminy.
the fins and throw the shark or throw the shark back in. It just dies, you know.
They just cut up the fin. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we just need your fins.
Yep. Pretty much.
The rest of it they just leave out.
Yeah.
Don't even care.
All right.
But it
Swim.
is a good point. Like what? Also, it's kind of bad of me to say this. I'm gonna go controversial like
Oh.
Brent did with his running over motorcycles bit. But it kind of would be funny if something happened on his swim.
How dare you?
I'm not. Yeah.
Oh my.
Look,
Oh.
I get that people are trying to change the perceptions of sharks since
Sure.
Jaws, right?
Yeah.
Jaws,
Yeah.
the shark was the villain.
Yeah.
In most scenarios, the shark is also the villain.
Yeah.
But regardless, they don't want to eat people. They just rip a limb off and you bleed to death, but they were like, whoops, sorry.
Thought you were a seal. My bad.
Which is kind of funny because if a dog happens to bite somebody, you put them down. But I
Yeah.
don't
It's
know.
yeah.
I don't understand the complicated world of animals.
Which
Well,
is
no,
go ahead,
no, I
John.
was going to say, and also they're trying to change the perspective of people for a great white shark because that's what Jaws was. He was a great white shark, and actually, the great whites are not responsible for the most human deaths in the world.
Which we learned on Brent's stellar Shark Week trivia.
We did.
Yeah. What shark is it, John?
It is the bull shark.
You're full of bull.
Loney.
Gross. Oscar. Um, product placement flawlessly.
You gotta, yeah,
Oh,
that's well
geez.
done. This
That's-
is the type of sponsorship you could have.
Just like Maybelline.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. I just thought it was interesting. Like you're gonna swim, what you're swimming with wild animals. You can't guarantee what's gonna happen.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing is like, it's funny that you bring that up. I just saw that Netflix is coming out with a new like I don't know if it's Netflix. It's one of the streaming services. They're coming out with a new documentary about how we need to change our perception on the tiger. So Mowgli's going out into the jungle and he's gonna befriend a tiger.
That's gonna
So,
end well.
yeah. So
Always ends well.
yeah. Like why not? Why not? Right? But where is okay, so that was my question. Where is this island that you speak of?
Well, it's Massachusetts, Martha's Vineyard,
Oh, fancy. Are
where
you
all
sure?
the wealthy liberals live.
Are you sure sharks go up that high?
I don't know if they can afford to be in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
to be
that's what I'm
honest.
saying. Like,
So maybe it's just a safe bet.
yeah, he's like,
Maybe no sharks around. He checks the Shark Tank tracker. No sharks around. He's like, see, nothing happened.
boom, change your minds. They're nice. I swam with them.
He goes during like the season where they're like actually swimming away like to mate and like that. Oh yeah, they're totally here. I'm gonna swim. won't even have an interaction.
You know what? You go down and you swim around Australia to make your point.
Yeah.
Then you'll have my attention. You go swim off the coast of South Africa, and then you'll have my attention.
Yeah. Off the coast of Massachusetts. Come on, buddy.
He's
You're
just-
more likely to get mauled by John Kerry off the coast of Martha's Vineyard
Yeah.
for swimming
Breathing.
where he wants to steer his yacht.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me.
Plus,
I'm trying to yacht here.
the sharks don't have the code for that gated community.
No, they don't. That's a prestigious club.
Yeah. And if you are going to be seeing a shark up there, it'd most likely be coming from Greenland.
Oh,
Oh.
a Greenland shark. They're not
Yes.
known to attack people.
See? Exactly.
A very rare shark too.
That's my point. You're not
Because
going
they dwell way
Way-
down
yeah.
at the bottom.
Way deep in the darkness where no one can see
Ooh.
anything.
They're like the Brent of sharks.
Oh,
Okay.
You're not around people. You
No.
prefer to just be
Yeah.
alone.
yeah.
Live to be 100 and some years old.
That's me. That's me.
Actually, more so, like 500 years old.
Kind of like a vampire. Or a werewolf. I'm more
Eerily.
akin to the werewolf.
Oh my word, you're right. No, it's more akin to the vampire. Doesn't like sunlight.
I like sunlight though.
Oh, you okay? You're more.
Oh,
yeah,
but
well,
the shark. Yeah, I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, no, I'm more. Have you seen me with my shirt
you're
off?
hairy like a wolf.
Yes.
You have a bad temper.
Like a bear.
Oddly enough, only silver bullets can kill you. It's
I don't want to brag. I've been shot by a couple brass ones. Sucker.
And he's got the silver back of a gorilla.
Yes. And I can pound on my chest like the best of them. When I pound on my chest, cities go to war.
Wow.
just gonna be a whole throwback episode
Jeez.
No, I started out with motorcycles.
or a callback, I guess.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, you're very non-controversial take on
Yes.
motorcyclists.
Yes. But
So do you drive through people's yards and tear up those signs? Are you one of
no.
those?
I
Pull the signs out
I
and
giggle
throw
a
it
little
in?
bit. I'm like, why should I watch for them when they're obeying the rules of the road? I shouldn't have to watch for them. I'll see them.
Always watching, guys. That's your theory.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of like CCTV. I'm always watching.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's
Face recognition. I'm like the Terminator. I am the silverback Terminator.
how is this? It just becomes him destroying everything.
I don't know.
That's a little distressing. I'm actually a little worried now.
Am I the Antichrist?
Oh my word.
I've always said that about you.
Yeah, I know. When I leave, you're like, oh, that Brent's the Antichrist.
I usually turn to my wife and be like, "He cannot come back in here. He is the Antichrist."
Did you sprinkle him with holy water? I didn't see him steaming or anything. Like, get the holy water ready next time.
You're gonna come in next, and we're gonna have a bunch of crosses all in the house, and you're gonna be like, "What?
Yeah.
Does it burn you?"
I'm not a vampire.
Oh, I forget. You're a werewolf. That's right.
Antichrist.
I have a lot of silver in the house.
Yeah. Again, not a
Well,
werewolf.
Hold-
You're a
water.
werewolf.
A little bit.
Antichrist.
Holy water might burn you. You never know.
I've never touched it. Though I did go to true story. One of my uncles got married in a Catholic church. I saw the bowl of water, almost started to drink from it, and my mom was like, no, that's for your hands. Or that's to dip your fingers in. And
You just saw. Wait, hold on. You just saw a bowl of water, and you're like, "Oh, this looks good. I'll drink this."
I was also like 12.
Oh, okay.
This
he
is
was
my
thirsty.
first time in a Catholic church. Actually, it was super humid that day
See?
too. I was like,
He was thirsty.
holy cow, I could use some water. And then like I walked in, I was like, thank you, Lord. A whole bowl.
He doth provide.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, the congregation looking at Brent, all of a sudden, drinking the
Blowing
water,
bubbles
like,
in the holy water, just full face in the bowl.
It's at the point where if anybody objects to this marriage, you just hear.
it's like, son, stop drinking that. Stop drinking that. I'm thirsty.
And I'm fully holy now. Didn't even burn me.
Yet.
Antichrist.
Okay. Jeez.
This explains the motorcycle take at the beginning.
Yeah, it
Actually,
really does, actually.
it actually explains a lot of this episode.
It's Bikers for Christ, and Brent doesn't like that.
Oh,
That's really what he's against. He hates those bikers for Christ.
exactly. Hell's Angels. I'm good with.
That's
I'm like,
that's
yeah,
why you have that tattoo.
yeah. You mean the one that says "Mom in the heart"?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that a Hell's Angels thing?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. But you get those Bikers for Christ, and I'm like, bowling.
This explains why whenever you start up your truck, it's always blaring "Highway to Hell."
Possibly. I don't want to confirm or deny.
Which actually, I think it's the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain that has a great rendition of "Highway to Hell." By the way, it's fantastic.
Way to do a throwback.
That's not a throwback. I saw it in concert a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago, I thought you just saw him last year. We
No,
talked about it.
It was a bit longer now.
Oh, is it?
Maybe it was last year. Who knows? Time flies. Time flies.
Who's getting old now, buddy?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's there? Who said that?
John, do you have any great news topics that have popped up lately?
Yeah, let's end on a high note. Maybe that doesn't involve death.
Yeah.
Oh.
Running over motorcycles, people
Sure.
getting attacked by sharks.
Hey, my high note was the washcloth not staining. Okay.
That's right.
Well, I have a one that we all three could probably relate to.
Okay.
Remember,
Ooh.
this is a study because we all love to hear about those studies that those scientists do.
Who doesn't?
Handsome men live longer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, not really. So.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's
What
Debbie
a
Downer.
downer.
So, the average man gets bored after just 26 minutes of shopping with their wife or girlfriend.
That long?
Yeah, I'm surprised it was that long.
They've studied the wrong men.
Yeah, those aren't real men then. I get annoyed as soon as my wife asks me to go shopping.
Yes.
Like, I know this is how this is going to go. This is going to be terrible. There's people around.
Yeah.
I have to act like an adult.
And frankly, like, I don't want to be Freuderistic, but my mom did ruin me.
Hold on, Freuderist.
Yeah. New word.
That's a great word.
Coin it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. TM that.
That's the title of the podcast.
I don't want to be Freuderistic, but my mom did, because when I was a kid, my mom would be like, we have to go grocery shopping. Okay. I'm like, it's not going to take long, right? Oh, like, I have no power, no say in how long it's going to take, but I'm a kid. I don't want to be in the grocery store all day.
Yeah.
So I go, Mom, and she goes, no, I just have to go in for a few items. An hour and a half later, we've gone up and down every single aisle, literally, in the grocery store, and I couldn't leave quick enough. So now my wife goes, hey, you want to go? No, I don't. No, I don't.
Hold on here, because you've got a good point, because when you say grocery shop, see, for us three, I have a list. I get those items on that list, and I'm gone.
Yep.
When it comes to the ladies, they have a list, and then suddenly that list increases as you go down each aisle. And like, well, no, I have to look at this. I have to look at that. No. Just get what you want. Get what you need. Oh, we had to look down every single, because there's a difference between grocery shopping and then there's lady shopping.
Yes. Lady shopping. That's when you go down that particular aisle.
Yeah,
that's before you're married. And for me, if you're like me, you go to the grocery store, you don't have a list because you're sure you'll remember it. Then you get distracted in the coffee aisle, forget what you were there for, and walk out with a bag of candy. That's.
Well, I see why your wife doesn't send you.
Yeah. Well.
But that's the thing is, like, I'll get a list. I get everything on said list. Sometimes I do have to call my wife because I don't go to the grocery store that often. I'm like, where is this item?
Oh, where's this? I thought you're like, where's the grocery store? Did they move it?
And then
you're
she's
standing in our kitchen.
Then she's like, it's usually in this aisle. I am in this aisle. I don't see it. But yeah, like, my wife will go and I'm like, okay, she goes, yeah. What do you want? And I'm like, hey, get some good protein, get some, maybe a couple vegetables, let's make some salad, but that's it. And then she comes home and she's got 3 different boxes of ice cream.
Yes.
A tub of ice cream.
You should let her always do the shopping.
Mm-hmm.
A a container of pre-made cinnamon rolls,
I
containers.
don't hold on. I don't
hold
see
on,
what you're
hold on.
complaining about.
A container of the Pillsbury Pop cinnamon rolls.
Fantastic. Your wife's a great shopper, it
16
sounds
different
like.
types of breads.
I don't know what you're complaining about, to be honest.
3 packets of tortillas, because that's not healthy. I'm sitting there like I'm trying to be
Okay,
healthy.
calm down,
And then
RFK
she looks
Jr.
at me. She looks at me. So I'm like, babe, I'm trying to lose, I want to lose some extra padding, and then she brings all that stuff home, and she looks at me and she goes, "Well, you don't have to eat it. Go away."
Maybe your wife's trying to tell you something that she doesn't care about, like you losing what she goes. I want you to get more padding because there you go.
She likes a blimpy husband, huh?
She wants to
She's-
be kept warm at night.
yeah. Well,
We talked about the werewolf aspect of that help.
We've talked
helps a
about the
lot.
one. She doesn't have to fatten me up to keep herself warm.
She's basically got a fur blanket laying next to her.
Yeah. She touched me last night. She goes, "Wow, you were warm." Yeah. Can you take your leg off of me? She goes, "You don't have to be so irritated."
Maybe it is as time goes on. She's probably, well, I better get him more fluffy because as we get older, we get colder, so he needs to get more warm.
No.
Before Brent came on the podcast, his job was actually providing the heat for an entire village in Alaska.
Yeah.
True.
I was like renewable energy. So
Yep.
suck that, Carrie.
Well, real quickly, so
Excuse me, I'm yachting here.
so this little article says a
Diesel
recent
engines.
study found that men get bored just 26 minutes into shopping with their girlfriends, while women can last around 2 hours. About 80% of men said they dislike shopping with their partners, often getting distracted or checking their phones. The research showed clear differences in shopping habits and patience between men and women.
They talking about shopping or
I don't know. It's just shopping.
the other S word? Sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yes.
Yeah, that
sleeping,
makes
yes,
sense,
Of
yep.
course, yes, of course. But, yeah.
No, so if we switch let's switch stores. Let's go from grocery to like the mall. I'm also too. I can't do it because my wife will go, "Hey, what's that?" Like she knows my size, and she gets a pair of pants. She goes,
How many X's are in that size, by the way?
Don't worry about it.
4.
They're slowly going down, but those damn cinnamon rolls will always get you. But so she's like, "Oh, what's your pant size?" I'm like, "Baby, you know my pant size." She goes, "Okay, I found a pair of pants that I like. You want to go try them on? What size are they?" She tells me the size. I'm like, "No, they're my size." Yeah, but everything fits differently. No, if it's my size, I'll take them home. And then she's like, "Well, what if they don't fit?" "I'll bring them back." She goes, "Yeah, but you won't bring them back." "Okay, well, if they don't fit, then you can bring them back if you want, or I can. You choose. Let's do it."
I do notice that though there are some clothing brands that do fit a little bit differently compared to other ones,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the really expensive ones
Yeah,
always fit a little
pretty
bit
much.
tighter.
Yeah.
I went. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my, this is hilarious. I don't know. I don't think I told this story. So when this is the vacation that we took a couple years ago to Venice. I'm not don't show me pictures, John. If you don't know that,
Did you go here?
Did you see this? If you didn't hear that podcast, it's a little bit further back. But my wife wanted me to get like a suit or something from Venice, like an Italian suit, and I was like, "I'm down." We walked into 3 different suit shops. They did not go like I don't think they went above a 46 regular. And I'm like a 48 long, 48 long. Giggity.
Wow.
Like 48.50. And and one shop actually went, "Oh, in 2 weeks we're going to get a shipment of 50." And I was like, "Oh," and I looked at my wife. I was like, "You want to stay for 2 weeks?" She goes, "Yes."
The expensive pair of pants.
Yeah. Well, it was the suit coat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
expensive. I wasn't listening.
Yeah, of course
So-
not. Yeah, thank you.
Well, the Italians are probably like, "Oh, he's American man.
Yeah.
We do not have your sides. Go back to America."
It's weird that he turned into whatever that was.
I
I
don't
like that. That was pretty good, John. Nice job.
Think of Oi!
There you go.
Nailed it.
Seriously,
Nailed
I
it.
really wish that I would have got that guy on recording when I heard him go. "Oi!" I was like, my friends won't believe me.
As we wrap up this episode, I did want to just point out though that going to like a department store used to be fun as a kid because you could hide in the clothes
Oh, yeah.
racks and your mom would be frantically looking for you. If you're like my mom, she would leave without you and
Not care.
not care. But for
can
normal families would care. But yeah, when you do that as an adult, they kick you out or they don't
It's not
look
it's not
too
cute
kindly
anymore,
upon
is it?
No, it loses its cuteness.
Yeah, it's
How
it's
many workers have you had talk to you about?
Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Wish I could answer, we're just out of time.
Yeah. Your wife gets upset when she air quotes loses you end air quotes.
They have her on speed dial. Yeah, it's your husband again. Come get him.
Yeah, he's in the Tommy Hilfiger. Just get him.
She usually just goes and waits for me in security.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he thinks he's clever again. I'll just go ahead and pick him up.
That's all the time. I think I'm clever.
You know what though? I really, if I saw an adult hiding in the clothes, I'd be like, hey, way to stay in touch with your inner child, dude or dudette. Keep it up. I won't even call security on you. I
Wow.
mean, they have you on camera.
Yeah, so you don't need to. They're already on their way.
Yeah. But if you jump on a motorcycle, so help me God.
Folks, on that note, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with more trivia and more whatever this was.
Check your side mirrors.